far as I understand, every one of my workers is legal to be here. We collect taxes on everybody that works for us. Those taxes are paid to the government. And if there's something wrong with the paperwork, that's on the government side for them to figure it out.
Well, now we know at least the state government is listening to some of that, but they can only solve half this problem. If you recall, the farmer you just heard from was a story we brought to you last October. We showed you how heavily Idaho's ag industry relies on undocumented workers. It's an issue leaders in Idaho agriculture want to solve, but they say it's a two-step process. One, reform the federal work visa program to document immigrants working year-round agriculture jobs. Two, verify all future workers are part of this program or legal U.S. citizens. Now there's a new piece of Idaho legislation skipping straight to step two, which some say causes more problems than it fixes. Here's Andrew Bartline.
The hands behind Idaho's agriculture industry is one of the worst kept secrets in the Idaho State House.
We have a very stable unauthorized workforce in Idaho.
The Idaho Dairymen's Association and the Idaho Farm Bureau commissioned a study with the University of Idaho. It was to get the best possible numbers.
Good policy follows good data.
And to the best of Idaho's estimation, we have 35,000 undocumented people in the Gem State. Nearly 90% of them are working.
You take them out of the equation, and I don't know where you find 30,000 workers to come fill those jobs in this state.
A reality that agriculture leaders in the state fear they might have to solve.
This is a federal policy issue. The state does not have the authority to grant us visas.
But the state does have the authority to mandate E-Verify. E-Verify is an electronic system to instantly determine a person's legal status to work in the states.
A free program.
Representative Jordan Redmond is pitching legislation to mandate the program for private business.
That adds to Idaho code that employment of illegal aliens is prohibited.
But Idaho's dairy owners and operators say it's missing a step.
There is no visa program that our dairy producers or anybody else that is in year-round agriculture can access to procure a foreign-born worker.
Because the feds don't offer a year-round work visa program, immigrant dairy workers are inherently undocumented. Providing a year-round visa would create legal avenues for the workers. And until we have one, the Dairymen's Association says the state should hold back.
And it's not a complete policy solution.
And that's become clear now to the bill sponsor too.
So that's why currently that bill is being held.
Redmond's concerned about the security of our southern border.
The biggest issue in our country right now.
But not to the point of blindly pushing policy.
Trying to tackle it on the state level or just figure out something we can do. And this is what we have at this point, but I think it does change a little bit.
Because the U of I study shows Idaho is not the first to try and skip straight to step two.
It's problematic in multiple states.
E-Verify mandates in Mississippi, Arizona, South Carolina, and Alabama all led to fewer farm workers.
A good economy and the ability to produce enough food for our domestic population are also national security issues.
It's unclear exactly at this point what a future bill might look like that branches off from the original bill that we talked with Representative Redmond about. But he is pretty serious about something being put in place. He says this is something, Brian, he believes the state can do, and he thinks it's something the state should do, but also those unintended consequences. Wants to stop undocumented people from working in the states. Well, that might hurt our state economy. He doesn't want that to happen. That's not worth it to him. So carve-outs, things of that nature, they're looking through it.
Congressman Mike Simpson addressed that when we talked to him last October about this. Like, if you're ready to pay a lot more for a gallon of milk, then we could solve this right now.
Yeah, and that federal piece is difficult, too, because it is a piece of bipartisan legislation, but it's people in more like urban areas who aren't super interested in it, where the people that represent the rural areas are, which kind of inverse than what you would normally think.
It's a never-ending debate. All right, thank you very much, Andrew.